Al Jazeera, 5th of February 2024, Yang Hengjun, an Australian writer, was executed for espionage activities in China. China imposed the death penalty on an Australian citizen, calling her an illegal and a danger to people and nations that uphold the law. A Beijing court has sentenced Australian writer Yang Hengjun, who was detained in China in 2019 on suspicion of spying, to a suspended death penalty. According to the provisions of the punishment, Yang's term may be reduced to life in prison in exchange for good behaviour. As she confirmed the sentence, Australian Foreign Minister Penny Wong told reporters, "The Australian government is appalled by this outcome," according to the SBS news station. According to Wong, Canberra would reply in the strongest terms, which would include calling the Chinese ambassador. "After years of uncertainty, I want to acknowledge the acute distress that Dr. Yang and his family will be feeling today," the speaker stated. The charge against 58-year-old blogger and pro-democracy activist Yang was that he endangered national security with severe harm to the country and the people. Yang was detained in January 2019 when he and his wife arrived at Guangzhou airport. Like his friends and family, Yang, an Australian of Chinese descent, has refuted the accusations against him. The writer's incarceration was deemed unacceptable by the former Australian administration. Supporters expressed shock after the punishment on Monday. The Sydney Morning Herald cited friend and colleague Feng Changyi as saying, "The Chinese government punishes him for his criticism of human rights abuses in China and his advocacy for universal values such as human rights, democracy, and the rule of law." Feng added that Yang's family, who were present in court, had informed him of the sentencing. Yang spent 14 years working at the provincial level for the Chinese Ministry of State Security, MSS, according to Feng, who earlier told Al Jazeera that Yang started writing spy novels to escape his dissatisfaction with his job. After arriving in Australia in 2000, he studied under Feng at the University of Technology Sydney for 5 years, where he translated himself into a liberal. He worked in New York at the time of his arrest. Yang's access to legal representation was restricted, and he was tried in May 2021. China has not made public the specific accusations leveled against him or the nation it claims he was spying for.